Shakespeare, and I am the Program Coordinator in the Office of Global Initiatives. And welcome to FIU. We're going to go ahead and watch a little tour right now that our international student ambassadors created just to give you a view of what FIU campus looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and you can just, imagine that you're at FIU taking a walk around campus.
欢迎来到佛罗里达国际大学。Bienvenidos a FIU. Bienvenue à FIU.
Welcome to FIU.
Hi guys, my name is Jessica Aja and I'm from the Dominican Republic.
I'm Chuli from China.
And I am Oscar from Colombia.
We're international student ambassadors here at the College of Business.
Today we are really excited to take you on a mini tour around campus.
To give you a sneak peek of life at FIU.
Hola!
I am Anna from the Dominican Republic.
I'm Zhao Hui from China.
And I'm Naomi from Dominican Republic.
And we are going to show you some important offices you should know.
And the best place to hang out when you are not in class.
Which are our favorite spots on campus.
Bonjour!
I am Eliana from Colombia.
And I'm Arturo from the Dominican Republic.
FIU has a huge campus.
So let's go and check it out.
Our first stop on the tour is the College of Business, which is the largest professional school at FIU. It has three main buildings. The first business building, Ryder, was built in 1992. Then, the College of Business Complex, also known as CVC, was built in 2008. The Chapman Graduate School and its programs, classrooms, and business department are located in CBC. The courtyard is a hangout area for students in between classes or to sit and have lunch. You can also hang out in the CBC lobby. Students usually study, use the computer lab, or simply relax in between classes. Now we're at the Management and New Growth Opportunity Building, otherwise known as Mango. This is the College of Business' newest building, which opened in 2015. It houses the School of Accounting, Department of Management, and International Business programs, as well as the College of Business Undergraduate Academic Advising Office and FIU Online. Mango is a 6-story building, which has a dining area on the first floor for students with a Taco Bell, Panda Express, and one of my favorite places, Starbucks.
Hi guys, we are now in the Student Academic Success Center, also known as the SASC building, which opened its doors in August 2016. On the first floor, you will find the Welcome Center, which includes the FIU one-stop office for the financial aid, registration, and admissions departments. The Office of Study Abroad and International Student and Scholar Services, also known as ISSS, is located on the second floor. These offices provide advising services on immigration, legal, personal, cultural, and financial issues for international and exchange students.
Hi guys, we're now at the gym, which is my favorite place on campus.
This is the Recreation Center, which is a fully equipped gym with inside courts for basketball, volleyball, a weights area, and cardio equipment. There's also free classes like Zumba, Reggae Fit, yoga, spinning, and so much more.
After you work out a sweat, you can treat yourself with a refreshing drink from Tropical Smoothies and also grab a bite to eat.
As a business student, it's very important to make sure that you are ready for a professional career. And the Office of Career Management Services, also known as CMS, helps prepare you for the business field after you graduate. Located on the first floor of the College of Business Complex, the CMS office is accessible only to business students. They provide resume critiques, on-campus interviews, mock interviews, job fairs, company visits, and so much more. This is my favorite place because they help me with my resume and I am ready to handle business.
Some say that French is the language of love. I mean, obviously, l'amour c'est magnifique. I really think this is why this kissing pond is my favorite spot on campus. Located behind the Ryder Business Building, this heart-shaped pond is known as the Kissing Pond. Students come here to hang out, spread blankets, study, eat lunch, and relax. There is a legend here that if you kiss the person that you love on this bridge, then your love will last forever. Now let's go check out the library. The Stephen and Dorothea Green Library is the tallest building on campus. 8 stories high, is one of the largest academic libraries in the southeastern United States. It accommodates over 1.1 million volumes. There are dedicated quiet floors for studying, classrooms, group work, and study rooms.
Let's go Panthers! We are now at the Fiu Stadium, home of the Fiu football team. The Fiu Stadium, also known as the Cage, was built in 1995. It has a seating capacity of 20,000, which gets really packed on game days. The stadium is also used to host events such as FIU Pandemonium during Homecoming Week and Summerfest, which are two of FIU's biggest concerts. Now, let's go check out one of the dorms. This is Parkview Hall, which opened in 2015.
The building is composed of two wings, Parkview East and Parkview West, which is home of 596 upper-class students. The apartment-style dorms offer private rooms, living rooms, kitchen, and laundry rooms on the second floor.
Hi guys, we are now at the Graham Center, also known as GC. This is the hub of FIU. There's always excitement, programs and events taking place, which are usually put on by different clubs and organizations. There are also several dining options in GC, such as the FIU Cafeteria, Burger King, Subway, Pollo, Sushi Maki, Chili's, and my all-time favorite, Bustelo. There's nothing like a shot of Cuban coffee to get you going throughout a busy day.
Hi guys, this is the Fiu Bookstore located on the first floor of the Graham Center. Here you can show your Panther pride by purchasing FIU gear. Here you can find all the textbooks you need for your classes or even other books to read in your leisure time. Also, you can go shopping in the FIU Bookstore and show your Panther pride by purchasing FIU clothing, blankets, coffee mugs, keychains, and so much more. Looking for somewhere to study? The second floor of the bookstore has areas to sit and work on some homework, and there's even a Starbucks to grab coffee or a bite to eat.
Hey guys, this is my favorite place on campus, FIU Fountain.
Located right behind the Graham Center, the FIU Fountain is a central point for students to meet, to hang out, and catch up with friends after class. Speaking of hanging out, the swinging lounge chairs are also a popular spot on campus, surrounded by trees, providing a nice shade from the hot Florida sun. These chairs offer students a place to relax, eat lunch, or study outdoors.
Well, that concludes our mini tour around campus.
I feel proud to be a Panther!
Me too! FIU is an amazing school!
Will you come and join us?
FIU is waiting for you!
That was a little sneak peek, honestly, of FIU. Our campus is really, really big, and that did not even cover all the buildings and all the services that are available at FIU. So can someone tell me, based on the video, what your favorite place is on campus? Don't all answer at once now. Who wants to tell me one place?
I like the store.
Okay, the bookstore?
Yeah, they have many accessories, clothes, souvenirs of the university. And I think it would be really cool if UPC here in Peru would have a similar store.
Well, I will leave that decision to Monica and the team. Okay, but because you did answer the question, you get a pair of sunglasses. Good catch. Good catch. All right, awesome. So now that you all completed the campus tour and you're acclimated with the FIU culture, now let's talk about Miami. So let's see, a raise of hands, those of you who have been to the US before. Okay, awesome. And then let's see those of you who have been to Miami before. Great. So tell me, what was your favorite thing about Miami? It is always sunny. That's definitely a given. Who else has been to Miami? What about you?
I like the environment.
The environment. What do you mean by the environment?
Like feeling of the clear.
Okay, so climate. Definitely. That's a big seller as well. What else can someone tell me about Miami? Not what's on the board, of course. Just when you think of Miami, what do you think of? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Beach.
The beach. Absolutely. You get a prize as well, because that's what I was looking for. I'm gonna just pass it up to her. Okay, so obviously Miami is known for its great sunny weather, the warm beaches, the diversity of people, and its food. But that's not the only thing that we're known for. We are the 5th largest telecommunications hub in the world. So what does that mean? It means that we're home to over 1,000 plus multinational companies. And you will find a lot of international companies have their headquarters in Miami. So, you know, the cultural diversity is amazing. You will find and hear any and every language spoken in the street, from Spanish to English to German to Italian. Name another language. Japanese. All right, you get another prize. You get a stress ball. Okay, so Miami honestly is a wonderful city to live in. Now let's talk about the College of Business at FIU. So our programs are nationally and internationally recognized. And we are accredited by the AACSB, which is one of the most popular accreditation programs out there. And 96% of our faculty hold doctorate degrees. So that means that you will be taught by the best in the field. And these professors and doctors have the experience in their field of study, so you guys will be taught by the best. Our international business programs are ranked number 5 and number 8 among the top undergraduate business schools for ROI. Now, can anyone tell me what ROI means?
Return on investment?
Yes, look at that. Right. Okay, so the return on investment. That means that you are getting more than what your money pays for. At the end of the program, you will have the opportunity to work in the US, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about that later. Okay, so we're now in September, and you've started your classes, you've had a tour of the campus, you're becoming familiar with the FIU environment. What do we do at the Office of Global Initiatives? We want to make sure that your experience at FIU is fully encompassing of being cultural and social as well as educational. So we take you on a bus tour of Miami where you get to see the city, you get to see Coral Gables, you get to see downtown Miami, South Beach, and everything that Miami has to offer, because there is also life outside of FIU which we want you guys to take a part of as well. Alright, so let me talk to you about our team. Really quickly, this is the entire office. As I said, I am the program coordinator. We have our associate dean, Dr. Sumit Kundu. He's the head of the team. Jennifer Hilton Montero is the director of the office. And Gabriela Gillespie, she is our senior manager who handles the agreement to allow you to come to FIU. Angelica Navarrete is the undergraduate dual degree program manager. And if you come to FIU, she's the person that you're more likely going to be handling and dealing with, because she manages the program and helps you out while you're there. Anthony Sackle is the program manager. He helps FIU students to study abroad. So if anyone wanted to come to Peru to study in a study abroad program, they would see Anthony. And then I'm, the program coordinator, as I mentioned. Isabel Rumberg works with the professors to do faculty research. And Rodrigo Velasco and Gabriela Romero are our program assistants. And the other 3 are Georgie Milan, Lina Lopez, and Cristina Hernandez, and their student assistants in the office. So this is the team that you will be working with. We will be hand-holding your hand, make sure that you have a great time at FIU. And if you have any questions, we're the ones that you come to. So let's talk about our international collaborations. And make sure you guys are taking notes during this course, because at the end of the semester, we're going to have a final exam, and we're going to test to see how much you've learned in this course. So our international collaborations, we have collaborations with several schools all over the world. And as you can see, we have students from Costa Rica, from France, Germany, Denmark, even China, Mexico. So that means that your classroom is going to be very diverse. more than likely you will be sitting next to someone who is from another country, and you can get to know that person, and you can get to know their culture, and you can share your culture with them as well. You will come to FIU as a cohort, but you will be meeting students from other parts of the world as well. All right, any questions so far? No? All right. So this is the breakdown of our current student population for 2016-2017. And as you can see, what's the most popular program?
BBA.
BBA, which is the Bachelor of Business Administration. Majority of our students are undergraduate students, but we also have master's programs as well in the Masters of International Business, Healthcare MBA, IMBA, and MSF. And our students represent 3 regions, Asia, Europe, and Latin America. And of course, Latin America is the most popular region where our students are from. All right, so let's talk about lesson 1. I want everyone to take out their notes, and I want you to jot down this information because we're going to talk about the undergraduate dual degree program. How does it work? First question, what does UDD stand for? I literally just said it.
Undergraduate dual degree?
Yes! You guys are going to let him get all the prizes? Alright, you get a stress ball because you got a cell phone. So that's the program that we have the agreement with here with UPC, the undergraduate dual degree program. And what that means is you start your program here at UPC, where you complete 4 years in the undergraduate bachelor's program, and then in your last year, the final year, you transfer to FIU, where you will complete 1 year in the program. So we take 90 of your credits from UPC, transfer them to FIU, and you take about 30 to 45 credits at FIU, and that's when you complete the program. When you graduate with a degree from FIU in a Bachelor's of Business Administration, and you graduate with a degree from UPC in a Bachelor's of Business Administration as well. So there's a process in between that we'll go ahead and take a look at right now, which is the application process. This is the checklist, and I will pass those out to you a little bit after. But basically, the application process involves you completing the application online. And you need to submit a $30 application fee, and the deadline to do this is November 1st. So let's take it back a little bit. If you are in your 4th year and you're interested, let's say you all were in your last year right now, and you want to attend FIU next year, 2018. Yes. So you would have to submit your application online by November 1st. Then we require your official international transcripts. So that would be your transcripts here from UPC. They have to be officially translated by a professional agency in order for us to review them and receive them as official transcripts. All right, they need to be in a sealed envelope, and the evaluation usually takes 1 to 2 months. So I highly suggest that if you are going to apply for the program, you do it ahead of time. Give yourself time for the agency to evaluate those transcripts so we can receive them by the deadline, which is when? November 1st. Yes. Okay, you get a hand sanitizer. All right, so let's talk about the other steps. So this is the application. The most important thing that you want to fill out on the form here when you're doing it is that you select the admit type to be a transfer student, and that you're selecting the term that you're applying for to be the summer term, because you're actually starting the program online first, where you're taking some courses, and I'll explain those courses a little bit after, but you want to select summer, not fall, even though you will be at FIU in the fall. And then you're selecting the on-campus location, and the program is the BBA program, International Business. Okay? All right. Now, which exam is your favorite exam? None of these, right? Nobody wants to take TOEFL, nobody wants to take the IELTS. Well, unfortunately, it is required. The English proficiency is something that's required in order to attend FIU. Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. It's actually more in your head than you think. I think I've been here 2 days now, and I've spoken to a lot of you, and I think your English is really good. You just have to get out of that shell of being shy to speak it. And I should take my own advice because I don't speak fluent Spanish. My Spanish is very Spanglish. But I honestly think that if I was here maybe for a month or 2 or a year, I would absolutely be practicing it more often. So you guys just need to practice your English. The requirement is a 6.5 on the IELTS exam, And I suggest you take the IELTS exam. It's a little bit easier than the TOEFL, but you know, that's your decision to make. And the TOEFL, the internet base is 80. If you take the paper-based TOEFL, it's a 550. So keep calm and pass those TOEFLs and pass those IELTS, and you'll make your way to FIU. Now keep in mind, we need your results by the end of November, okay? And the test scores take about 2 to 3 weeks to get to FIU, so you want to keep that in mind as well. So when do you apply? When do you need to submit your application online? November 1st. And then you need to take your TOEFL or IELTS and make sure we get those results by the end of November. Okay? So once you do that, that's kind of all the documents that you need to submit. Then we talk about the visa process, which is what you need to apply for to come to FIU. So you're going to get an acceptance letter and an I-20 form, which is what you use to apply for your student visa at the embassy, and that will allow you to travel to the US. All right, and then if you are interested in living on campus, you can apply for housing. There's a $100 non-referable, non-transferable fee, and that is required if you plan to live on campus. However, you can also live off campus because there's lots of apartment complexes beside FIU, across from FIU, down the street from FIU, so you are able to choose where you want to live. And if you have family in Miami, by all means, live with your family. That also cut the cost as well. Okay, so let's talk about lesson 3, the online prerequisites. Remember I said that you would have to start the program in the summer. So basically you will be taking 2 English courses online, ENC 1101 and ENC 1102. And those are the English courses that you need to pass before you can get admitted to the program. You'll also have 2 science courses with labs. Once you complete those programs online over the summer, and I believe it starts in May and it goes through June or July, then you will be admitted to the undergraduate dual degree program. So let's make this clear. Even if you get admitted to FIU, you have to pass these courses in order to get admitted to the dual degree program. If for some reason, which I doubt none of you are going to have, but if you fail these courses, you can still come to FIU as a transfer student, a regular student. However, you would not be part of the dual degree program, and you would not get the benefits of the program, which I'll also cover in a bit. So make sure that you pass those classes. Make sure that you take those classes online so that you can be part of the program. Now we're in October. So what happens in October? Homecoming parade. Does anyone know what a homecoming parade is? Yeah, more or less. But by October, you guys are, in the FIU spirit. You know the campus. So this is more of the entire community, the entire campus coming together to celebrate FIU. There's a big homecoming parade. All the students dress up in their FIU colors. Some people paint their faces, and there's a parade around campus that ends at the stadium, and everyone goes to watch the football game. And this is American football, not soccer, because I know we call it football in here. So I'll go ahead and show this video really quickly so you guys have an idea of what a homecoming parade looks like.
FIU homecoming is the moment you will see the most Panther spirit, hands down.
You're an FIU Panther. At the end of the day, it's blue and gold, all that FIU pride, and that's what homecoming reminds you of.
It really feels nice seeing the student body get together in a celebration for all the great things that FIU has done for us.
Nothing compares to the energy on campus at homecoming. It makes me so happy to be a part of this community, and it is so amazing to see the hundreds and hundreds of alumni that come back on campus, and the community and everything that it draws together is just really special, and really nothing else compares to that.
FIU has given me my best friends. It's given me a family to come back to. It's given me a career.
All right. So that basically just gives you a little sneak peek of what homecoming is like. And that's the parade that we do in October. Now let's talk about the tuition. How much is all of this going to cost? So basically, the cost of the program, you will be getting a discounted rate as dual degree students. So there's a regular rate that you pay, and then there's the tuition for dual degree students. A regular international student will pay a rate of $616 per credit, but as being part of the dual degree program, you get a discount of $417. Well, the rate will be $417 per credit. So when you work that out throughout the semesters for summer, fall, and spring, you're paying about $20,000 in tuition and fees, as opposed to paying almost $30,000 for the program. So basically, being part of the dual degree program gives you a discount of almost $10,000. And that's for your matriculation, tuition, and fees. All right, and then there are other costs estimated as well. So for living expenses, for your books and supplies, for your insurance, health insurance, that is estimated at about $21,000. If you have family and friends or anyone who lives in Miami that you would rather live with, you can cut those costs as well. If you live on campus, this is roughly the average. And there's, like I said, apartments around the university where you can share an apartment with your friends or have roommates. And some places are 2 bedrooms, some are 4 bedrooms. So it really varies depending on what you guys choose. And this is in the flyer for tuition and cost, so you can have the breakdown there as well. All right, so now we're in November, and it's International Education Week. And this is the week where we celebrate culture, we celebrate diversity, we celebrate where you're from. And students definitely get all into International Education Week to represent their countries. We have International Name Writing Fair, where students who speak a different language with a different alphabet, for example, Japanese, like you said, you get to learn how to write your names in those languages. And then we have like cultural shows where you can showcase your dance, your food, and you're literally taking a little bit of each culture and country from around the world. And we have a student panel as well, where you can share your experiences learning in a new country. So let's say, for example, students are interested in finding out how it is for you as students in Peru. What is the classroom experience like? How do your professors teach you, as opposed to how professors teach in the US? It's very different. So we have a lot of those workshops and events for students during this week for you to get involved and open up your taste to more cultures. All right, so let's go on to lesson 4. There are academic rules for the program where you have to make sure that you abide by these rules in order to remain in the program. So the first thing is academic decisions. Even though our office and the lovely team that I just showed you before are the ones taking care of you at FIU, we are not allowed to make any academic decisions. It's all based on undergraduate academic advising. So we can help you to liaison with those offices, but all those decisions are made by undergraduate advising. So we just have to make sure that your status and a decision regarding your status is not based on our office, it's based on them. And then you must maintain a GPA of a 2.0. So who has a 2.0 or higher? Are you guys all failing classes? No, I know you guys have at least a 2.0 GPA. You have to maintain that. That's at least a C in order to remain in the program. And then you are able to take courses outside of the program. However, the rate for those programs or courses will be at the regular FIU rate depending on your status, if you're international or out of state. And those non-cohort courses, so let's say for example, you wanted to take, going back to Japanese, if you wanted to take Japanese, you can take that as an elective outside of the program, but you would not get the dual degree discounted rate. However, your courses that are required for graduation are within the program, so you are able to get that discounted rate. Okay, are we all clear on lesson 4 and the academic rules? Do you guys have a question? Your GPA, it's the grade point average.
We don't use the same system, that's why we...
Ah, okay. Okay, what do you call it here?
It's an equivalent poder acumulado.
Okay. That word. All right. through the first semester, guys. We're in December. It's final exam times. Guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to quiz you guys based on everything that we just did. So, who can tell me what the minimum requirement is for the TOEFL? Yes, you have to receive an 80. You get an FIU business hat. All right, who can tell me what the minimum is for the IELTS exam? Yes, and you get a stress ball. All right, what about the deadline to apply? November in November? No, not the end of November. November 1st. What do I come up with? Sunglasses. All right. Now, who can tell me at least one event that the Office of Global Initiatives plans for students during the fall? Think about it. Review the PowerPoint. What did I show? Who said homecoming? You did. All right. You get an FIU business hat. All right. So, who can tell me one of the classes that you must take online during the summer?
Science and lab.
Yes, correct. You get a stress ball. Yes, okay. And the last question, what? Oh, that was the last question. All right, guys. So now it's the end of fall. Happy holidays. You go home for Christmas. You come back in the spring semester. You're all fresh and brand new, and you're ready to learn more about the UDZ program. So what are the benefits? As I mentioned, you're getting a special credit for the tuition rate at $417 per credit, so you're not paying the full program rate. You are also guaranteed a space in the program. This means that your space cannot go to another FIU student. Just so you know, there's, this should be a question. Do you know how many students are at FIU? What? 20,000? Is that what you said? You think? No. Really quickly, who can tell me? Take a guess. If you guess, how many? Nope. 40? Nope. More? More.
100.
Oh no, we're not at 100,000 yet. All right, we're at 54,000. So when it comes to registration, all these students are trying to get classes. And if the class falls, meaning that if it meets the maximum of students allowed, then you're not allowed to take that class. You have to wait until the next semester. That will never happen to you because your space is already guaranteed. And what does that mean? You're guaranteed to graduate on time. So you will have access to our networking events, you have access to our office and everything that we provide for you guys. We're your VIP glove service and we make sure that you're well taken care of when you're at FIU. We have an International Student Ambassador program, and I would definitely recommend that you apply for this program. They are mentors for students, and they are elite leaders who get opportunities to plan and participate in social, educational, and cultural events, and they also receive sponsorship to conferences to develop their professional development. So we have a student online currently, Jessica Aha, who I'm going to bring on via Skype, and she's going to just share a little bit about her experience as a student at FIU, and you guys can ask her any questions that you have.
Hello.
Hi, Jessica.
You.
How are you?
Thank you, and you?
I'm doing well. Okay, you can't see the audience. I don't think you can, so you look at me, but I have an audience in front of me. So everybody say hi, Jessica.
Hi. Can we see you though?
Yeah, we can see you. You want to say hi to them?
Sure.
Okay. Huh?
Can it be turned around or no?
Yeah, no, it can't. It's kind of... But I just wanted you go ahead and tell them about your experience so far as a dual degree student and in the ISA program.
Okay, perfect. First, I wanted to ask them if they rather me do it in Spanish or English. I don't know if they're more comfortable in Spanish or English. I'm from Dominican Republic, so I know Spanish.
You guys have an option. What would you prefer? They said Spanish. That's like a no-brainer. I know. Okay, go ahead. En español.
Okay, so hola, mi nombre es Jessica. Yo soy de República Dominicana. yo entré en el programa en septiembre. Nosotros tenemos el dual degree, que son 3 años en República Dominicana, en mi universidad, y luego el último lo hice aquí en Miami. Yo llegué en septiembre y desde que Lisa y Jennifer, que fueron las 2 personas que fueron a hacer la charla en mi universidad, hablaron del programa de ISA, que son el International Student Ambassador, yo me volví loca, yo quería hacerlo. La razón por la que yo la quería hacer es porque es un programa en el cual te desarrolla mucho tus habilidades de liderazgo, te hacen muchas actividades. Cuando la gente viene aquí, la mayoría se queda en su casa, no salen, no van a las actividades que hay en la universidad ofrece workshops de todo. Tú quieres aprender a negociar tu salario, ellos tienen un workshop. Tú quieres aprender cómo conseguir un trabajo, tú tienes un workshop. Yo me he reunido con gente de Mastercard, Airbnb, me han ofrecido trabajo en bancos, o sea, una loquera. Y todo eso es porque al menos que no que te obligan, pero al menos que te ayuden a convencerte a ir a esos workshops, porque uno está en su casa viendo televisión, y la realidad es que en el momento que te digan, ay, hay un workshop de negociación de salario, tú vas a decir, ay, no, mejor me quedo en la casa, o me voy a break, o me voy a no sé qué. Pero todo con la S hay una cosa que se llama point system. Cada actividad que tú vayas te dan puntos. Entonces tú vas agregando puntos, tú conoces gente, tú tienes estudiantes debajo de ti, como 10 estudiantes, ahí me tocan. Y yo he tenido estudiantes de Australia, de Alemania, de Perú, tengo uno, de muchos sitios. Entonces a mí al principio me da un poco de vergüenza, no me da vergüenza, pero como que para mí awkward, tú ir con una gente y decir, oh, soy Jessica, ¿cómo tú estás? Eso es un poco raro cuando tú estás en la universidad. Pero cuando tú tienes la excusa de que tú eres un embajador y tienes el t-shirt del embajador, tú te acercas a todo el mundo, no te da vergüenza, o sea, tú te acercas y dices, hola, no sé qué, soy Jessica, soy una embajadora, necesito ayuda. Yo he ayudado a gente que yo ni conozco a cosas como housing, salimos, nos juntamos. La universidad ofrece, por ejemplo, que nosotros fuimos a los Everglades, que es un paseo gratis, o sea, todo lo que es el programa para ti es gratis. Al final del programa también te dan un letter of recommendation, que sirve mucho para tu currículum. Cada trabajo que yo he aplicado aquí, desde que yo les digo que yo soy una embajadora en FIU, ellos lo ven como, wow, no sé qué, como si fuera algo súper extraordinario, porque no es común que la gente lo haga. Entonces, para mí la experiencia ha sido increíble. Nosotros somos 8, y hay algunos dominicanos, hay de Francia, somos 8 embajadores. Entonces, el semestre pasado, por ejemplo, ellos, dependiendo del performance de cada uno, alguien puede ganar el Most Outstanding Ambassador. Y quien se gana eso lo mandan para una conferencia de liderazgo por un fin de semana todo pago. Y yo me lo gané y yo hice el fin de semana y me encantó. Después, este semestre también hay más premios, te ayudan a conseguir trabajo, o sea, te ayudan muchísimo y te facilitan mucho el proceso de universidad. Entonces, no sé si ustedes tienen alguna pregunta, yo estoy hablando con cara blanca, entonces es un poco raro, no sé si está nada, pero no sé, cualquier pregunta. Hay veces que uno cree que lo que está diciendo Lisa o lo que dice Jennifer, que me pasó a mí, es como que están vendiendo un sueño y que era convenciéndote, pero yo te digo, como estudiante, yo estoy actualmente en el programa, ya no entiendo lo que yo digo, o sea, que no importa lo que yo diga, me ha encantado, y de verdad, yo se lo recomendaría a quien sea. Incluso hoy en día mis compañeros dominicanos no tienen ni la mitad de las experiencias y están hoy a 6 meses de eso diciendo que no han hecho nada en sus años, que cómo yo conseguí trabajo y ellos no, que cómo yo tal cosa y ellos no, y todo tiene que ver con relaciones, y esas relaciones lo hacen en el programa. Entonces no sé si tienen alguna pregunta. I was asking if they have any questions or anything.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions for Jessica? Could be about anything.
Housing, or no sé, where to live, where to go, or what to say.
I'll give a prize to someone who asks a question. One question and then we'll let her go. Don't be shy. You have one?
Here?
Yes.
How was her housing?
Okay, they want you to talk about your housing. Where are you living?
Okay, in Spanish I'm going to talk. Okay, entonces lo más importante aquí es la vivienda. Hay diferentes opciones. Tú puedes vivir en la universidad. Para mí, no. Después tú puedes vivir, para mí fueron 3 opciones: universidad, cerca de la universidad, o Brico. Brico es como lo que todo el mundo quiere ir, lo que pasa es que es carísimo y dura, y saca a 1 hora de donde nosotros estamos en la universidad, hasta que tampoco. Ahora, si ustedes apunten una cosa que se llama 4th Street Commons y 109 Taft. Esos son dos apartamentos que quedan a 7 minutos caminando de la universidad. Te incluye electricidad, internet, cable, es fully furnished, te dan cama, todo, o sea, es hermoso, lavadora y secadora dentro del apartamento y te cobran por habitación. Tú puedes vivir o solo, puedes vivir con otra persona o con 3 personas más. Son casas de 4, 2 o 1. Yo vivo en un apartamento de una persona. El de una persona, vamos a suponer que puede costar $1,400, pero el de 2 personas te cuesta 900 cada uno, y el de 4 como 800 cada uno, pero eso te incluye todo. Tú aquí no vas a tener que comprar nada más que sábana y tu ropa, porque te trae todas, horno, microondas. Muchos de los amigos que quisieron vivir en sitios que no eran amueblados, tuvieron que hacer una inversión bien grande, y al final del año tú no te llevas nada de tu casa. Rico te queda lejísimo. Es muy bello, a mí me encanta salir en la noche y en los fines de semana te quedan muy lejos. Y aquí tú no necesitas carros. Si tú vas con tu apartamento, tú con una bicicleta. Yo tengo un carro, pero yo nunca voy en carro a la universidad.
Okay. Yes. All right. Well, let's give Jessica a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming. And if you have any questions student-related, I'm gonna share Jessica's email so you guys can email her directly if you have questions that you feel more comfortable asking current student. Okay? All right, thank you, Jessica. I'll see you when I get back. Okay, bye. All right, so we only have 5 minutes left. I do want to talk to you guys about the OPT option. So, the Career Management Services Department is really important for you guys to know because this is where you get an opportunity to practice for job interviews. Okay, there we go. For job interviews, for any resume critique, cover letters, you get to meet employers. We have career fairs where we bring a lot of employers on campus to meet with students, and you get the opportunity to practice your interview skills. Because at the end of your program, you graduate with the dual degree, and you're allowed to apply for optional practical training, where you will get the opportunity to work in the U.S. for up to 1 year, so 12 months, to get training. And it could be anywhere in the U.S. It doesn't even have to be in Miami. So if you wanted to move to California, if you wanted to move to New York, Texas, wherever, as long as it's in the U.S. and as long as it applies to your field of study, then you have that opportunity. So don't forget that option as well at the end of the program. And that's what I meant by return on investment, because you get a year extra to work in the U.S. and get paid. Okay? All right. So unfortunately, I'm a little bit out of time. So I'm going to just go to the package deal. This is also important because this is very important for you guys to know if you are interested in the program, to get your friends all excited about it. Because it's kind of like when you travel and you have a group discount. We need at least a minimum of 10 students for the program to run. So think about going on a trip, a minimum of 10 travelers, a minimum cohort of 10. So talk to this student, talk to that student, talk to that student, talk to that student. And when everybody comes together, if you have 10 students, then we can run the program. You get a discounted rate, or the reduced tuition rate, or offices, services, and the networking event. And as Jessica mentioned, we take you guys on a lot of events throughout the semester, like the Everglades Safari Airboat Tour. And we also have a closing ceremony in June, where we pretty much just, close out the year and celebrate your year in the program and your graduation. And in August, at the end of the program, is the commencement ceremony where you actually graduate and you invite all of your family and friends. So before you leave today, we have a certificate for you so that you can see that you completed the FIU experience course here at UPC. And I can sign it for you before you guys go so that you have a signature on the certificate. So don't leave before you get that, and they're right out there. Well, thank you guys very much for coming. Do you have any questions, or if you have questions, just let me know. I'll be right outside, and I'll be more than happy to talk with you in more detail. P.S. If you did not sign the iPad, make sure you sign it before you leave. Please do not leave without signing it. You have to take it back.
¿Alguien que le falte firmar?
No? Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you all at FIU. Okay?